Hello, my name is Eytan. I'm from the Israeli Forum of Cold Weapons, and I'm doing this review video on the washboard system, sharpening system. I ordered it from Martin, known as Heavy Handed from Blade Forum. Now, I'm not a native English speaker, so you'll have to excuse me if my English is not perfect, so I'll try to talk slow and as clear as possible. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna sharpen 3 knives. 2 of them are simple, like Walmart kitchen knife, simple stainless steel. I don't know how much Rockwell they are. I believe on the lower 50. And we have a cold steel Osate Espada, which is beat up, and I'm gonna restore the edge of those 3 with the washboard system, and later I give you a review. Not sharp at all, not sharp, not sharp, only like this. Now, I don't want you to see me sharpening all those knives for 40 minutes or so. So I'm gonna cut the boring part. I'm gonna start with 320 grit, and then I have a lot of sandpaper here, and I'll try to raise it up to 1000 or 2000. I'll decide up later. And that's it, and afterward I'll sit and say what I have to say about the conclusion of using this system. So I'll see you later, guys. Alright people, I'm back. I just did the first knife, 320. It was really fast, and it took off the steel very fast, and I was surprised how easy it was. Let's see, 320. Wow, good, very good. Now I'm gonna stay the camera on. I'm gonna do the second knife. I want you just to see it, okay? Well, one thing, it's very effective. This I can say. I don't know if it's the combination of good sandpaper and very soft steel, but one thing I noticed, the blade become hot very fast, so it's something you should pay attention for it. Now the sharpening board is very large. If I use, usually I sharp with Japanese waterstones, and they're smaller. I mean, my Chozera stones are this size, and the fact that this washboard is very long, it's very effective, even easier to sharpen longer blades. Need to find a way to stabilize it. Let's see. Well, we can see the difference here between here and there. You can see there is a lot of more spots here that need to be sharpened. So I'm gonna turn it the other way. I hate these coatings. They're useless to me. Whoever working with a system like this must remember to always keep the hand stable, because if the hand wiggle, you're gonna lose the edge, you're gonna lose the angle, and you end up without sharpening, or the blade will be dull and you don't understand why. No, this is not good. I need to find a way to stabilize it. You'll see all this steel. It feels sharp to me. I don't see much of a reflection. Oh, a small one here. Yep. Let's hone it. Yeah, that's annoying. Very sharp. I believe it will be slicing the paper with no problem. And yes, it is. Now this is, as I told you, a 320 grit. And if I want to use it in the kitchen, home kitchen, that's it. I've done, it's enough. But for professional kitchen, you know, you need to use a higher grit. Now let's take the cold steel spada and try to work there. This part is sharp, but this is not. It's really beat up, so someone took it on a piece of hardwood and start to chop with it. Let's see how the OS 8 reacts. Yeah, it reacts good. I don't use a lot of pressure at all. If I use pressure, you'll see the indication that it will move. So, and if I don't use a lot of pressure and I see the steel removed, it's a good thing. It's a good abrasive. Well, I'm gonna stop the camera now and get back when I'll finish this knife too. Hello there, I'm back. I finished with the 320. Now this knife had a lot of chipping and there was a big one here and there is a small notch there. I left it because I don't want to take off more steel. I took a bit of steel, as you can see, but this tiny chipping or deforming, I think it's a deforming, I don't think it's gonna affect too much on the functionality of the knife, and I'm gonna let it be. I removed all the others. Some people may agree with me, some may not. It's okay, everyone entitled to his opinion. So now I'm on the 800 grit. Now it's very sharp, all the knives, only from 320. Now it's a bit easy because the knife geometry is very, let's just say, it's very easy to sharpen, okay? Because if I take now a K-bar USMC and I want to sharpen it and to make it cut like a razor, it's gonna be a bit more challenging than take something like this and make it cut like a razor. Okay, so right now I'm just gonna hone the knives. I'm not gonna sharpen. Well, it is kind of sharpening, but I'm gonna hone it, and then I'm gonna try with a newspaper. I'm gonna try to cut it. If it's gonna cut right through it and it's gonna cut smooth, I'll stop there. I think it's enough. All right. Now only soft touch. Oh man, I need to fix this. Take off the burr. You can use a razor. So, razor. Okay. Let's try it. Now I can use a compound to make it even the edge more aggressive, but that's enough. dry. Okay. On this knife I do gonna use the compound. Now I see that you people didn't saw me doing it. Sorry about that. Promise next video I'm gonna make myself a stand for this device so it won't dance around the counter. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna bring the compound and see you soon. Alright, I put a little bit of washboard system compound. Let's see. Well, I decided if I already put it, I'll do those knives too. I don't mind. Now, one thing it's important to me to say, this is not a how to sharp tutorial, just a review of the washboard system, so I'm not gonna relate to issues like how to check the burr, remove the burr or stuff like that, okay? If anyone would like me to do an instructional video, I'll be more than happy to do so. Alright, let's feel a bit more aggressive. And a bit more shinier. Now I can see here a burr. Funny. Okay. Now it's all about making your blade effective and ready to work. Sometimes people ask me to make the blade mirror polished and stuff like that. Well, it's good, it's nice to have a mirror polished blade, but when you do it every day for a lot of knives, you take them to a place where they function best. Not low. I think I have something here. Yeah, I have something here. But we leave it. Now the espada, I need to give it a thorough cleaning afterward. Tell the guy who owns it, stop using it for batoning. What a sound. I think the paper is not tight enough. No. It's aggressive, but not that aggressive. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, now for the summary. Hello, I'm back. Eytan from the Israeli Cold Weapons Forum. Well, let's sum things up. Well, it was very easy and friendly to use, this system, and very effective. I must say that it sharpened the knives very easy, very fast. Now, when it came to more, as I said, when I had to remove more steel to fix chipping or deforming, I had to replace sandpaper. And this, let us say, the pros of the system is that if you are freehand friendly and you used to sharpen with water stones, it will be easy to handle and to use this system, but you have to use less force, okay? And it's very cheap. It's very, let's say, dynamic. You can carry it everywhere with few sandpapers, and you have all the grits range you need to sharpen almost wherever you want. When I got this sharpening system by the mail, I received it with a big tube, and I can store it in the tube and take it anywhere I want and use it and sharpen almost everything, because it's a freehand system, which means I have no limitations. I can sharpen a sword with it. I can just take the sword and place it on a vise and use it on the sword. Well, everyone with his methods, but just to demonstrate you the versatility of this system. Now, the thing that are, let's just say, were a bit of a problem for me, I need to find a way to stabilize it on a platform or something, because as you see it dance, this rubber is not strong enough. Now this system, you need to use it lightly. So if you apply more force, you have a danger of cutting through the sandpaper and cut the block, the sharpening block itself, and you need to pay attention to this. And also you need to make it more grippy. But overall, it's very easy to handle, easy to maintain, and very effective system. Now, one thing I need to make clear, I bought this system full price. I didn't receive it as a gift, and this is not a promotional video, okay? This is my review on the system, and as one who sharpens a lot with Japanese water stones and use a lot of freehand sharpening, I think this system is very good, very effective. I was surprised how fast it works. Well, it depends, of course, on the sandpaper you use, because if you use a cheap sandpaper with no good abrasive capabilities, it won't work. So it's also the brand of the sandpaper you use is very important. But on the bottom line, I recommend this system. Anyone who wants to get for only $50–60 the whole range and maintain his knife, it's a very recommended system. And for people who use freehand sharpening, for people who don't use freehand sharpening, well, you need to get used to it, and it's harder to start, for my opinion, on a system like that, because if you apply a bit more force on a stone, you probably can scratch the stone or make a little weird angle on your knife. But here you can cut through the paper, so you have to be very, very careful. That's it. I think there are a few more things that I think about, but I don't remember them right now. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and maybe I'll make some more. Thanks.